set to take a look at the tail of the tape here. And take a look at that, Chris, for us.
This is a tail of a tape that David too is going to have to get used to in his career. It all weighs against him, except in the age category. He loses height, he gives away weight, and he's 5 kilos lighter than when he fought 2 weeks ago. He gives away reach, he gives away experience. And if you look at Mike Acey's record, 13-8-1, remember, every one of those 13 wins has been a KO.
All right, let's go up to ring announcer Tony Palmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please all stand for the national anthems? Firstly, the anthem of the United States of America. And now, folks, to sing the New Zealand national anthem, David Lange, who is a 7th former from Otahuhu College and a former classmate of David Tours.
God of nations, at thy feet, in the bonds of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God defends our free land. God Pacific demonstrates from the shaft of strife and war. Make her voices heard afar. God defend New Zealand.
What a fabulous rendition of the New Zealand national anthem. Thank you, David Lange. And now, folks, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Coming in from the United States of America, weighing in at 102.75 kilos, bringing with him a record of 13-8-1, 13 by KO. He finishes the volley. Michael Acey. His opponent tonight, weighing in at a very trim 96.9. His record, 10-0, 9 by KO. Say welcome to Marty's favorite son, David Tours. Your referee tonight, Bevan Weir. Judges, Hugh O'Neill, Pat Leonard, Greg Burgess. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 3-minute rounds.
All right, this fight fight will be scored under the 10-point must-scoring system, meaning the winner of the round gets 10 points, the loser 9 or less. The scoring is done by 3 judges and is based on effective aggressiveness, clean hits, and ring generalship. Accidental injury in the first 3 rounds, the decision goes to the scorecards. The 3 knockdown rule will be in effect. There's no standing 8 count, but there is a mandatory 8 count following a knockdown. And on the mouthpiece rule, it will be replaced when the action slows. Third man in the ring, Bevan Ware, we're ready to go.
If Mike Acey isn't twitching at this stage after that great rendition, he's as ice water.
All right, here we go, round 1. Bob Sherton with Chris Myrons, glad you can be with us. And Acey tees off right away. Light left hand thrown by, big left hook already by David Tua. He backs off Acey. Mike Acey trying to hold him off with a jab. He goes head-hunting with the left hand and the right hand. Wow, with the right hand. David catches him with an uppercut. Left hand, he's in trouble. Down goes Mike Acey. It's up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And he's able to get back up all right. All right.
His eyes look clear.
Here comes David in for the kill, just like a young Mike Tyson. The left hook wobbles him again. Mike is on a tear, but it's not going to be tear enough for David Tua. David Tua knows exactly what he's doing. Notice the patience right now as Michael tees off with the right hand. David doesn't do anything but nails him with a left hand. He won't get up, I don't think. It's all over. He doesn't even bother to count him out. It was just as fast as most people thought. Listen to the crowd.
What a sensational left hand.
All right. It was unbelievable. It came at 2:07 of the first round. With just under a minute.
59 seconds into the fight, and it is all over. The Terminator comes home.
Well, that answers all the questions we had about whether he could handle the pressure of the crowd. I tell you, Acey came out, threw some bombs. It didn't bother David Tua one bit. What a left hook he caught him with.
And what was the key word? Discipline. He weathered, he hit him, and waited, and got the shot.
And I was just about to say, look at the way that he is patient. Watch this. This is the first knockdown. Bang, the right hand, the left hook. Another right hand, a big left hook there. He has him wobbled, and he doesn't stop throwing punches. Not till the referee moves in. Now watch the final knockdown. See how patient David is? He waits, and then that one just paralyzed him. It starched him with the left hook, and David knew that it wouldn't continue there. The referee didn't even bother to count. Michael Acey said somebody would be knocked out, and he was right. Unfortunately for Acey, it was him. David Tua, I know all of the Samoans watching in Samoa and in David's kitchen right now are really hooping it up.
He's got 2 fights here next year. He's going to be progressed. How good is he going to be in a year, Bob?
Well, you know, before the fight started, we said that Michael Acey was a guy that didn't want to fight for another 6 months. Does this mean he's 6 months ahead of where he should be? The kid's in tremendous shape, and he shows he's got a tremendous punch. All right, let's go up to our ring announcer, Tony Palmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you barely need me to explain it to you. An obvious indication of the sheer class of David Tua. We wish him well on his way, but for the record, it's a KO and 1. And we'd like to keep him here for just a moment because we're about to present him with a trophy. If Doug Mackay from Lion Breweries would like to come up. We have a trophy called the Tui's Big Blue Trophy. It's the inaugural awarding of it tonight. And here he is, Managing Director of Lion Breweries. The Tui's Big Blue Trophy. This will be awarded to champions in the future. David Tua takes it home tonight. And folks, it came a long way. Let's hear it for David Tua's opponent tonight, Michael Acey. He came all the way from the States, the Pennsylvania prison guard. It was a short journey once he got in here. Reminder also, folks, that the after-match function is at the Centra Hotel. It's $20 a head. You're all welcome. The boxes will be there. If you'd like to meet the heroes, the Centra Hotel for the after-match function, $20 a head.
All right, so we're just about set to have Chris Myrims get over there with David Tua. As David, very, very happy guy. All right, we're all set to go up to Chris. He has them, so let's go to Chris Myrims.
David Tua, the crowd love you. Beautiful display, those two wicked left hooks.
Well, first of all, I thank the good Lord for watching over me tonight. I knew it was a hard fight, although it didn't go the distance, but mentally it was meant to be a hard fight. And also I thank my team, Lou Duva, George Bennett, Ace Murata, my sparring partner, Carl Toomey, for getting me in shape, and I'm just so happy. But, I'm very, very happy the way things turned out tonight, and I thank the good Lord for that, and of course the support of my family and the good people in New Zealand, of course, my hometown is Samoa.
Did you have a feeling when you walked into the ring, did you have a ring of confidence that you were going to do the job? It was going to be a seek and destroy mission?
Well, like the song, get it out, whatever it will be. I didn't come out tonight to look for the knockout, whatever. If it worked out as a knockout, it's a bonus. But, it's the way it turned out, and I'm very happy.
Lou, you came into this fight and you said you didn't want Michael Acey for another 6 months. Where does this put the program? 6 months, 12 months ahead?
Well, I'm always a little skeptical, Chris, but the way this kid is coming along, the thing that I liked about him was his rhythm. We told him to go out there, we told him to get that rhythm, get that jab working, and then hold his hands in close and start letting him fire and let him go right to the body and then come up on top. He did exactly what we told him to do, but I love the rhythm. He's getting more poised now. He's getting more experience, more mature. This kid here, Chris, is going to be the heavyweight champion of the world in 2 years, believe me.
I think we all saw that, Lou. Two wicked left hooks.
Look, it isn't the opponent as much as the way he did it. His punching power was there, his boxing ability was there, his poise was there. He didn't get excited. Remember one thing that I was concerned about? The crowd, the wonderful crowd over here that has got behind him over here in New Zealand and in Auckland. I thought that he might tighten up. I thought he might want to overplay his hand over here. He was cool, calm. In fact, he was the coolest guy in the dressing room. I was the most nervous guy, but this guy is so beautiful. This kid's got to be champion.
Lou, you've won the hearts of the country here. I think everybody trusts you now. When David goes over there, people think, oh, America, they trust you now. You've won them over. David, you've won the country over. There was never any doubt you'd do it. Fantastic. Great achievement. Can't wait to see you back next year. Back to you, Bob.
All right. A fine